Hello viewers, welcome again to today's quick and productive PowerPoint tutorial. Today we are going to see how we can make some animated GIFs using PowerPoint animations. So we can use this kind of GIFs to make some animated scene or explanatory videos. So without wasting any time, put your seatbelts on and let's get started. So at first let's change the background. For that I'll right click on the slide and from here I'll click format background option. And from the fill color we can change it to this color. Now I'll make 3 hues on my slide. For that I'll insert a shape. For that I'll go to the insert tab and from the shape panel I'll select my shapes. Before that we will use a simple trick as we're gonna use these shapes on and on. So we're gonna right click on it and there is an option called add to quick access toolbar. What it will do, it will drag the icon, drag the option in the topper bar. So I have already added that, that's why my option is unable. If you didn't added that, the option will be appeared on here. So I'm taking shapes from here. I'm taking a triangular shape. Okay, I right click on that and remove the outline and also change the fill color to dark ash or close to black. And now if I press Ctrl D, the shape will be duplicated, and from the upper panel, from the rotate option, if you select flip horizontal, the shapes will mirror. Then we'll attach these shapes, and now let's change its fill color to shadow lighting as well. I will select both of these and press Ctrl D to duplicate. What it will do, it will duplicate 2 shapes. Now I can group them together, but before that I want to remove the apex of one of this hill. So for that I'll go to the shape option and take a rectangular shape and draw the rectangular shape here. If I click one triangle and then shift click the rectangle, and then from the merge shape if I click subtract, the shape will subtract. So in that same procedure we'll take another rectangle and select the triangle, select the rectangle, and from the merge shapes I'm clicking subtract. Okay, now I can group them together, so I'm clicking both and clicking Ctrl G to group them together. Same as here, I will click the both triangles and select Ctrl G, and same for here also, Ctrl G. Now I will make some clip arts. I will do it speed art. Now we will draw some clouds in the sky. For that I'll go to the shapes option and at first I take a rounded rectangular option. Okay, now let's fully round the parts, and now I'll take several circles. So I'm taking circle shape and just creating circles. Now select all of that and right click on it and change the outline to no outline and change the color to this color. Now I'll copy this, so I'll select Ctrl D and now it has been copied. In the copied part I will go to the merge shapes and make it a union, and then I will go to the effect edit shape option, and from that I'll choose edit points. Now I can see the points, and now if I right click on a button, there is an option called delete points. So I'm clicking that. I'm also clicking some point here also. So add some point to add some curve. Let's add a point to add some curve. Okay, now I'll select both of them and press Ctrl D to group together. Now I'll press Ctrl D to make another copy. But now I will go to the format tab to rotate it to flip horizontal. Okay. Now select both and reduce the size a little bit. Now add some rectangles. So I'm choosing some rectangles to put a depth into the sky. So this is my first rectangle, and if I press Ctrl D, the second rectangle, and it will come this far. Okay, now take it, send to the back, and now select both of them and right click on them to change the outline to no outline. And the first one, give that a color little darker than that, and the smaller rectangle, give it a color more darker than that. Okay, fine. And now it's the most interesting part. Now come to add the animation. So click the animation pane, select the hills and press add animation, choose line option. Okay, now I want to add some delay. So to open the timeline, I'll select add animation. I'll select animation pane, and from here right click on that to change it to start with previous. Now I want the first rectangle, it will come at first, then it. Okay. And for the clouds, I'll select both clouds. I'll select the first cloud and give it an animation called line animation. With that, I will choose the effect to right. Okay. Now I do not need that far, so I'll click the red icon and choose it close to the cloud. Okay. And same goes for here. Add animation, line animation. From here, effect option is to left this time, and change the red button to here. Okay. Now let's check the animation on. Before that, just make sure that you have width previously. I think that's fine. Nice. Now remember the two rectangles that I have added. I will add some animation to that also. So I'll click the animation pen and select flying, and from the effect option I'll choose from top. Okay. And I'll select another rectangle and apply the same effect from top. And clicking those two, I'll select with previous, and of course I would add little delay to that also. And I can choose some bouncy effect to the hills. For that, I'll shift select the both three hills, and then right click on that, go to the effect options, and from here I can add bouncy effect and press OK to that. Now it bounces a little bit, it looks good. Now let's add the text. For that, I'll go to the word art and type my text. And now let's add the most interesting part. So I will take a rectangle and cover the whole area. Okay. Now change the color of it to this color, and change the background to change the outline to no outline. Now I have to make a window over here. So before working that way, I have to take help of some guidelines. For that, I'll right click outside, and here from the grid and guideline option, I can find an option called guidance. If I click that, you can see these dotted lines are guiding me where the center of the slide is. So now I will make a window regarding the center. Now I want the lower part of the window placed at right middle. For that I'll select and move it right here. So let's cut the lower window from the frame. So I'll go shift click both and click subtract, and do the same for the bigger rectangular as well. For that I will take the rectangular shape again and just mark a rectangle over the window, and I will click the yellow rectangle first, then click the near rectangles, and now I'll from the merge shape I'll click merge. Okay, and if I make this a group, Ctrl G, and apply an animation called grow and shrink. Okay, it feels like the window is opening and I'm seeing the scenery. It looks good. So it needs a little bit more customization. For that, from the animation pane, I'll right click on the animation, select start with previous, and right click again to find the effect options. From here, from the size of the zoom, I will change it to 12,000% and press the enter. And we want the timing to increase. We want the timing to be 1 second, and press OK. So I want this on the top. This animation will help. After that, every animation will happen. Okay. So let's open the slideshow. Nice. So you can download this template from the description box, and if you like the video, please consider subscribing. I'll be making more of these videos. So I wish you great luck. See you tomorrow. Thank you.